Hello, hello. Welcome back to Masterpiece May, the final episode of Masterpiece May, at the very least for this year. Don't know if I'll be back next year, but today uh, we're talking about a band that I've already spoken about twice before, but neither of which have been from their golden era, so I might as well talk about their golden era. Today we're talking about the 8 tunes on Genesis's 1973 masterpiece, Selling England by the Pound. Oh yeah, like I've wanted to review this album basically since I stopped the Pink Floyd Completion Project. It's just I had other ideas that I felt were stronger, so I went with those first. And then I just didn't review it because I wanted a little bit of variety in talking tunes initially. But this was released in 1973, and it is, of course, from basically Genesis's musical peak, not their popularity peak, but their musical peak. I'm not going to go into the history of Genesis. I've already done that twice. If you're watching this video, you know who the fuck Genesis is. But uh, in case you don't know who the lineup was on this album, and if you're watching this video, if you've had the time to come across this video, you more than likely know who was in the band at this point. But just in case you don't, it was Peter Gabriel on vocals, Steve Hackett on lead guitar, Mike Rutherford on rhythm guitar and bass, Tony Banks on keys, and of course, the legendary Phil Collins on drums and backing vocals. The iconic 5-piece lineup. This was Genesis's 5th album. If depending on who you ask, it is their 4th or 5th album, but technically it's their 5th album. No more stalling. Without any further ado, I'm gonna get into the review of the album, starting off with "Dancing with the Moonlit Night." This song starts off with an a cappella intro. Can you tell me where my country lies? Said the unicorn to his true love's eyes. It lies with me, cried the Queen of Maybe. For her merchandise, he traded in his prize. Paper late, cried a voice in the crowd. Old man dies, the note he left was signed Old Father Thames. It seems he's drowned, selling England by the pound. And from there, the song just goes through just these epic instrumental portions with lyrics about the Americanization of British culture, Britain's loss of identity, and these crazy organ and mellotron licks from Tony Banks and these amazing guitar licks from Steve Hackett. It's just, so fucking good. And of course, Peter Gabriel's fantastic voice just going all over the place. And this is one of the best opening songs to ever grace my eardrums. I love it. I love it so fucking much. It's not quite jizz-worthy, but it gets close. Oh, does it get close. Just fucking brilliant. And then the next song perfectly evens out the mood. The mood of Dancing with the Moonlit Night is a little bit dour, a little bit somber, a little bit lamentful, if lamentful is a word. But this next song, it balances out the musical epicness and the lyrical sadness of the previous song with musical and lyrical goofiness. And this is I Know What I Like. This was technically like their first hit. I think it hit the top 30 on the British charts. Charts? I'm having a stroke. On the British charts. If it was released as a single over here, it didn't do anything. But it was a decent hit in England, and of course Genesis were kind of a known entity already. They were, they weren't Pink Floyd level, but they were at a similar level that Pink Floyd was pre-Dark Side over in England. Like a known band, could definitely fill a theater at the time. So, but yeah, I Know What I Like. It's a goofy comedy song about what a landscaper, or as he's referred to in the song, a lawnmower, hears while he's on his lunch break. And it, of course, has that, really, like, kind of silly chorus, but a nice, like, it's memorable and silly, and it fits the song that I know what I like, and I like what I know. It's nice. It's like there's not a whole lot of thought that you need to dedicate to this song, but it's a very, very pleasant listen. It's also, shows off that Genesis could definitely like write pop songs, and that their transition to pop later in the 80s wasn't really the most surprising thing. Of course, I Know What I Like would go on to become a staple of live performances, pretty much performed on every subsequent tour, aside from The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway and a couple tours in the 80s. Again, a live staple, obviously known for Phil Collins's goofy tambourine dance that he does. Just brilliant fucking song. Very nice. And that song is followed up by yet another epic, Firth of Fifth. 9.5 minutes of fucking excellence. It starts off with this just masterful, borderline classical piano intro played by Tony Banks, that dun 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 dun, and then it explodes into just this epic as Peter Gabriel comes in, and of course, the rest of the band comes in. It just punches you in the face with its excellence. Don't know what the lyrics are about. I think it's another story. I think the song title is also like a pun. I think it has something to do with how the British refer to the rivers. I don't know. But it just, the musicianship is excellent. And it, of course, has a jizz-worthy guitar solo. Like 6 minutes in, it just goes. Steve Hackett comes in, he starts doing, a bunch of, tapping and shit to prep you for the solo, and then he just starts sustaining notes in a way that's just so fucking good. It makes me come. It is fucking jizz-worthy. Not as jizz-worthy as Comfortably Numb, but this is still a good nut. It's so fan-fucking-tastic. And then the song ends, and it's just, it's brilliant. Brilliant. And that would be the perfect place to end side one. But there's one more song. Is it another epic? Is it another goofy comedy song? No, it's an acoustic love ballad sung by Phil. Not a bad song. Not necessarily essential for being on the album, but it if it's between this song going on the album and it not, and nobody gets to hear it, I'm happy that it's on the album. Doesn't really do anything for me. It was the second song that Phil ever wrote for Genesis. He wrote I think Horizons on the... No, he didn't write Horizons. He wrote something on Nursery Crime. Yeah, it's nice that it's here. It's an acoustic love song. The first collaboration between, I believe, Phil and Tony Banks. Again, it's nice that it's here, but apart from that, I got nothing else to say. And that's the end of side one. Side two opens up with, I'm not even with the Battle of Epping Forest. Now, what do you think this song is about? Like, it's another epic. Is it about a battle during the British Civil War? Is it about something during the time of Rome? No! It's about 1970s London gang warfare. Many of the lyrics are taken from newspaper articles about London gang warfare that would happen in Epping Forest in the during the time that the album was written. And it also has one of my favorite Genesis songwriting tropes. I say this with 100% genuineness. There's no notes of sarcasm here. One of my favorite Genesis songwriting tropes is the musicians. I know I'm kind of shitting on Gabriel there. Gabriel's also a musician, but the main musicians, the meat, Phil, Mike, Tony, Steve, writing a super complex musical arrangement, and then Peter Gabriel coming in and writing way too many lyrics for the section that it's written for. And the two are sort of fighting with each other. But it's nice. It challenges the ear. It makes you really think about the music while you're listening to it. It's engaging. It's just, it's so nice. Just brilliant. Fucking brilliant. This song would not be a live staple, unlike I Know What I Like and Firth the Fifth. I think it was only performed on the Selling England tour. It definitely was not an encore during the Lamb Lies Down on Broadway tour. And it wasn't performed at the 82 Peter Gabriel reunion gig. So, again, I understand why they didn't perform it live very much, and I understand why some people are like, this is the worst song in the album. This is definitely not the worst song on the album. That honor goes to More Fool Me, and More Fool Me is very pleasant. Just goes absolutely batshit. I love it. It's just, fucking brilliant. And then the next song, After the Ordeal, is an instrumental that I think is sort of meant to take place after the gang warfare that takes place in the Battle of Epping Forest. I don't necessarily think that this song is an essential inclusion, but if it's between this song going on the album and it just being relegated to greatest hits compilations or deluxe box sets, I'm happy that this is here. Again, I think if More Fool Me and this were released as like a single, like More Fool Me on the A side, After the Ordeal on the B side, I don't think that they would have done anything. I don't think they would be particularly beloved by Genesis fans. The only Genesis band member to perform Battle of Epping Forest and More Fool Me in the years since their heyday has been Steve Hackett. He did a full performance of Selling England by the Pound in 2018, 2019. It's alright. Doesn't hold a candle to the album track, obviously, but yeah, After the Ordeal, it's pretty good. It's basically a classical piece with a guitar solo in it. I got nothing else to say about it. It's neat. And then the next song is a Genesis classic, 11 minutes of The Cinema Show, which has this beautiful 12-string guitar piece at the beginning played by Mike Rutherford. It's a modern-day retelling of Romeo and Juliet. Obviously, it's not modern day now, but it's, modern day 1970s England. retelling of Romeo and Juliet, and it's just the vocals are just beautiful. The musicianship is just beautiful. What the fuck? But the musicianship is just immaculate. It's amazing, fantastic, no notes. The second half of the song is mostly just a jam session. It's a very nice jam session, and the jam session would also pretty much go on to be played on every subsequent tour, apart from The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. Cinema Show was performed in full on the 76 tour, but I don't think the first half was touched afterwards. So yeah, brilliant song, and of course, Cinema Show transitions cleanly into the final song, Isle of Plenty, which is a musical reprise of Dancing with the Moonlit Night, or the beginning of Dancing with the Moonlit Night. And my only criticism of this song is how it ends. It kind of, after the final lyric, like after Peter Gabriel goes, "Still alone, hello, hello, see the deadly nightshade grow." I think it should have just ended there, but then there's like a, not necessarily like a Pink Floyd moment, but, there's like, there's like a bunch of lines from Peter Gabriel. It's kind of mimicking a town scene as the band just sort of plays the album out. And that's it. Go buy it. Go buy it. I know I made this album seem like it was imperfect. All of the negative things I said about this album are nitpicks. That just shows you how fantastic this album is. Go buy it and listen to it many, many, many times. You will not regret the purchase. You will not regret the listening experience. One last thing. The album cover was made by some... I forget the painter's name at the moment, but the band requested that she create like a whole original piece for the album cover, and she's just like, I don't have time to do that before the release date, but I'll adapt one of my paintings that I've already have done. And so she took one of her paintings and just added the landscaper from I Know What I Like, or the lawnmower from I Know What I Like, the bench, the sky, and the lawnmower. So yeah, not a big fan of the album cover. Genesis never really had sort of cool album covers. They weren't like Pink Floyd and Yes, where their album cover really catches their eye. Their albums are very much more about the music than the visuals, and so were their live performances. Like after Peter Gabriel, it was like the visuals were definitely important, but the visual aspect of their album covers was not the most integral thing to their albums, unlike Pink Floyd or Yes, or maybe other bands at the time. But yeah, go buy it, listen to it many times. With that, that is the conclusion of Masterpiece May, at the very least for this year. Don't know if I'll bring it back next year. We'll see what happens. But thank you all very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like on it. If you want to continue along this musical journey with me, please feel free to subscribe. If you want to hear me talk about something other than music, I have a podcast with two of my oddities. It's called Dorkies. I will leave a link to that in the description down below. And if you want to hear what I happen to be listening to that day, or a 15-second segment at least, you can follow me on Instagram. I will leave a link to that down below. And with that, I would like to thank you all very much for watching and remind you all to stay weird and keep jamming. See you in the next one.